What's going on? I hope you're having a wonderful Monday night. Hope everything's going right. Tonight, we are going to be working on finishing up the scoring system for Gravitas. We almost got done with it last time. We just got a couple things kind of knock out, and maybe we'll do a couple bug fixes. Maybe we'll get some other stuff. Let's jump on in. So the last thing we did was we got the chains. Well, the last thing we did was get the scoring done right. And the thing the very last thing we're trying to work on was getting the destroyed chain numbers correct. So let's see if we can kind of illustrate what we're talking about here. Let's build a couple chains. That's one, or really two chains. Two chains. Aha. That's three. Let's at least do five. Sets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So we got 5 going here. Let's look at the count when we destroy them. See, saying 3, which is not correct. All right, so I think I know a way to get this working. Well, I had an idea. Let me rethink it. Yeah, I think we do it at we go back to doing it at the celestial orbit level, celestial body level, which I had gotten rid of last time, but I've rethought it, and it's probably the better way to do it. Because this is not correct. This is where we left off. But we need to get our count from this level. This level knows at least, well, wait a minute. Not a chain, or is in a chain, not. I still think it probably needs to come from this level. So we'll come back to that.
treasures that we'd found outside, and nobody found them. When our moms worked on the farm, we would go and catch some old logs, and we'd put them where they'd be seen. Oh, how our moms would scream.
I think these are used anymore, right? Oops. Yeah.
Those days are gone now. Queen's men came to town, wanted dolls for the crown, moved our work to the underground, and they took all our farmland down. What are all these things? Gears and belts and springs and machines we can't convey. Down production lines, sealing hats with twines, they take our life away. Now our kids run wild and free, and we're not even able to see them. We're always stuck below the earth. And what is it all worth to miss their lives for a little bit of extra pay? Don't even need it.
All right. So now we need to go down to where we're destroying stuff
Of those days
and
on
implement that count.
once again under the sun, watching our kids laugh and have fun and play their tricks on us like we used to do.
I think it should be here. I think we should say if this is populated and these are populated, it should count each one of those. I think that works. Because the first one is always the continuation of the chain. Anything else is just an extra chain. All right. From where I was. Back up here, back up here. Oh, I got past it? Yeah, I did pass it. See if that works for us. Ooh, if we can be done with this in like the first couple minutes of the stream. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. Just go ahead and branch off and do 5. Okay. 6. Nothing? Okay. We did all that for nothing. All right. Hmm. What's that 0? Oh, because I'm setting it instead of adding it. Okay. Bonehead move of the night. Get that out the way. Three right there. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4. Five. I hate that the colors are so similar. I really need to fix that whenever we get around to that. It's probably coming up soon. $14. Okay, that's absolutely wrong. I mean, this shouldn't be in here multiple times. It should be one celestial body per each. And this entire thing total. But it's a third chain, even though it doesn't look, well, fourth chain, it doesn't look like it because this is 1, 2, 3. I think it's the fourth one. It's just the colors just too similar. Okay. Kind of wish I had polls and actually looked at what was connected to what. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's try it again. Two. Three. So far we get 3. 4. I think that's 5 right there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I should have paused it. I wasn't thinking. Probably just be easier if I, well, no, it wouldn't, because I was thinking about debugging it, but if I did that, I wouldn't be able to see the screen. That might be a better way to do it, though. What the heck was that? Community's up and running. Okay. That's super weird. What if I gotta restart Unity? Which I really don't want to do right now. Right now, since we don't have debugger, we should just try this, see how we can get it to work. Two chains. Three. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Five. Okay. See, this one here, this Jupiter, and Super 15. Had 3. Actually, that's not right then, because this 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, yeah, it had 3. No, it should only have 2 because 1 is the connected. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Okay, for this to be true, you at least need to be at the end of a chain, or not be in a chain at all. So we're not counting that. Here, you'd have to be in a connected chain, so you'd have to have 2 on each side. So that's actually not correct. Now, this is when you have extra connect to you outside of your one chain. Now, I feel like I think this is right. We're gonna be 1 off because you can never account for the chain you're in because you never know when that's been where you are in that chain when the destruction kicks off. So it's hard to account for for that chain being destroyed. Let's see if that works. Right, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hate to do the same color. It's going to destroy it. Let's see what we get. It says 5, which would be absolutely correct. Let's keep going and see if that's actually right. That said 3, and I'm not sure that was right.
Get up on your feet. Get something to eat. Wow. Yo. Down there, move it. Don't be so gloomy.
Okay, that's not correct. Kind of thinking. How to get this number? Should not. It doesn't feel like it should be that hard. Logic is. Here I'm at the... I've only got one celestial body connected to me if I'm here. At least one. So that means I'm in a chain, but it's not a connected chain. Here, I have two bodies connected to me, which means I'm in a chain. Period. Here, it's everything else that's connected. They're separate chains. I almost might need to do something crazy like register the chains when they're created and then have them deregister when they're destroyed. I feel like it's just going a bit far for this. Because at worst, you could just give it the count of chained bodies, but that doesn't seem to be working. Plus, they could already be destroyed and counted already. They could be counted at a higher place. Or could they? What if I just took it out of here? Would that be the secret? Pull it out of there. Shouldn't matter though. I feel like it's going to be a crazy number. We'll find out. Alright, Fiction got caught out, so we're waiting for that thing to rebuild. Alright. See, that shouldn't happen, but put it back. That's one of the things we gotta fix. But that's 3. Four. Okay, 4. All right, that seemed to work, but let's make sure it actually works. Okay, that's 3. Four. Oh, I didn't even see what it hit. I don't think that was right either. Two. So that's 3 we got going. So 4. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Because this is 1. Oops. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 5. And see, sometimes it just be so close to being right, I'm not sure if it's actually right or not. It's 2, 3. Okay. That is 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. We got 4 so far. Okay, that's 4. That worked. Or at least it appears to work. Let's do it for a higher number and really keep track. My dog's getting a little antsy. Sit, boy. Here, go over and sit. Go. Very good.
Tightly in your hands of youthful grace, their lies with glow so feeble that it's trembling.
Okay, and see, that's wrong. That's supposed to be 2. It's really hard to tell what's going on. You know, would have helped if I looked down here. I wasn't thinking. Oh. Alright, clear this out. What if it, let's see, what happens if I do this? What's the number for just this one string? This one chain. Come on. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Oh, that doesn't register. Because it's saying 0, yeah. So, one, it doesn't take its own chain into account. That we kind of understood. Okay, that's 2 chains. Well, that's 3 now. Meant to keep it at 2. Wasn't really thinking. That should have been 3. I said 2. Okay, that would be fine. Again, if it doesn't count for it, we kind of understood that it might not count for the first one. So that makes sense. So far, it's kind of making sense. We're going to put 2 together. That's 2. Right. Okay. Again, that looks like it works. So we're putting together 4 now. Okay, that's 3. That's 4. Okay, that's looking like it's working. Let's do 5. That man Robin, what's up, man? How's it going tonight? It's 3. Okay, okay. Man, it's my own heart. We're hard working. So I remember you only had a couple levels left to finish up. End up helping somebody else. What'd you end up helping them with? See, this is 1, 1, 2, 3. Make an inventory. Okay. Is this someone we know? Oh, I'm not familiar with who that is. One, 2, 3. Want to do 5, right? One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. He paints minis. He also is making a text-based game until he met me, and now he's working in Unity, corrupting people with foul Unity. How dare you? As I work in Unity. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, 4. I think that's working. Let's go ahead and actually make the corrections if that's actually working. It's not what I wanted. No, I don't want about a long shot. Okay. Is he part of the community? Is he gonna like give people a demo or get people to play his demo? Or get any like play tests going? Other than yourself, of course. Oh, you've been doing your game. I thought you were talking about the other gentleman. Okay, okay. How's things going? I mean, I be lurking in the in your streams, so I kind of see like you're testing combat. Yeah, I'd just be working and lurking in people's streams, man. I always mean to say hi, but I always just get busy. Yeah. It is kind of the thing on Twitch. Most people are lurkers anyway. Not that, and that's not a bad thing. It's actually it's actually great. Okay, I'm supposed to be here. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad they like hanging out and playing trivia. Like I hope to have something similar myself eventually. Because I actually have made the I've actually decided to go back to working on my my Twitch extension. We'll see how that works. How that works out, though. No, it was a way you can control like a game on my So what I had done was I had set up for it so they could control, or you could control XCOM 2, and I was going to have it set up to where it would switch between the characters. Yeah, which you could play like a character in the game, and it would switch to the user when that character was, and when that character like turn came up or whatever. And I had it kind of working, like you could control it. The big thing is, the way I had it working was the extension talked to the server, then the server was sent down to my local app, then the local app could send the commands into the game. The only thing was, the two big problems I had were Twitch lag, where at the when you hit the button in the extension, it was almost instantaneous. But actually seeing the change come back through OBS and Twitch took like 4 seconds. So that was one thing I had to fix, and I had an idea for that. And another one was, what was it? I think it was over alerting, or I had some issues around the machine learning stuff I was using that I just had to fine tune. But I know that was the big one. Yeah, the big one was a Twitch lag. My idea around that was there's a version of OBS that uses WebRTC, which is a faster protocol. And I was going to see if I could have a small screen pop up in the extension that just shows you the screen, the quicker updated screen. I tried a version of that, but it got blocked by Twitch, and I'm wondering if I use, instead of trying to, I tried to iframe it in. And like Twitch wasn't having that. I wonder if I use pipes, actually program it to pull in the video, will it actually allow it? We'll see. I don't know, but I want to go back and try it. But I did actually start signing up for, on another note, I started signing up for my Steamworks. Yeah, it is worth trying, because that thing, it can work for any, it should be able to work for any game. Because what it does is, the main app just takes a picture of the game screen, and oh yeah, I tried to work on, I started working on that today. We'll see, but real quick, going back to the extension, it takes a picture of your screen, then it feeds it through image recognition and looks for specific icons, and then if those icons appear, it sends a message to the extension to make the button appear, the button prompt appear on the screen. So you can actually press the button on the screen, on the stream screen, the user, the chatter. And then it sends the information back that has been pressed through that setup I just told you. That kind of worked. Yeah. But on the stream, on the Steam side of it, yeah, I tried to set I started to set up my Steam work stuff. I was planning to do it anyway, but now I have to, because since I've stopped using my netcode, I have to now figure out how to do a Steam integration for multiplayer for my main game. Otherwise, my main game is kind of dead in the water. But so I'm trying to really rush that now, so I can kind of get back on it, because that's the bigger idea. But this will probably be up on Steam, like actually a Steam page before that will. The Gravitas, or whatever, what the name it's going to be when I get done. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and test. Oh, really? The name is going to be when I set up the page. Okay, let's do one chain and see how that works. Yeah, okay, one chain. Though it did not spark the objective, so that's one thing I'll look at later. It didn't kick off the objective. I mean, I kind of know the name, but I wanted things to be set up before I like do an unveiling, because it's been Gravitas for so long that I just want to do it all in one fell swoop, because the main game doesn't even have a name either, even though I know a name. I know the name I'm going for. It's just I want to kind of do it all at once. Like, we're not changing the name again. We're going full steam ahead with everything the way it is. Because I showed you that image I have for the main game. I want to go ahead and like put a title on that, put the actual title on that, and actually debut it with the title and all that stuff. Why is this not kicking off the objective? Oh. Check chain objective. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's why. Using the wrong verb. No, wait a minute, that's right, because it's a cumulative. And this is, so it's not right here. Okay, 2 chains, yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's just do 1. I did 2 by accident. Let's do 1. Okay, cool. 1, there we go. All right, let's do like 3. Okay, that didn't. That's gonna do 4. Okay, cool. All right. I think we might have it. It's 2, 3, 4. 5. All right, there we go. Works. Cool, cool. Okay. So we finally got it fixed. We got everything fixed with the score. I do want to maybe clean up a couple things. Definitely want to fix an issue we got going on. I want to see if we change that timeout. How that will look for the destruction. Let's do half a second. Two, 3, 4. Oh, no, sorry, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Five. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 6. What looks better? I wonder, does that look better? Going a little bit slower. Be something in the middle. I'll take it back. I'll put it back the way it was, and then we'll have people judge later on when I get a chance to have a have a couple people here to look it over. So we've got a bug to fix. I think that might be it for tonight, because I don't think we were going to plan to do too much else. But I need to take a break. So I'm going to Just put this on up here. And we'll be right back. All right, we back. All right, let's fix this issue. Oh, let's actually see what it is first, of course. Very simple. This shouldn't happen. We broke something somewhere, and so at some point. Figure out what that is. Should not be that big a deal to find. Oh, wait, oops. Get rid of this debug over here. So like probably something in there was responsible, but we got rid of all that because we didn't need it anymore. For some reason. Oh, because I think we took a check out that if it was in a chain, that it, not to allow it to be selectable. But I feel that's kind of weird the way we're doing it. You know, better way to do that. Because once you're in a chain, you should not be in the celestial bodies list. But then the mouse over wouldn't work with you, would it? If we removed you from that list. Really, you should be in a separate list that checks. Well, okay, this gets the bodies that have been moused over. And this lets you drag it. All right, should be celestial body, right? Yeah. Okay. It's not in chain. Okay. Oops, that's not right. All right. Okay. So we've introduced a null point, no reference error. Oh, I should actually look at the error, shouldn't I? $481. $481. Oh, okay, because I'm guaranteeing that in here, I initially thought that this would always be populated. I've changed that, so. There we go. I mean, we did everything we set out to do tonight. Maybe we just do a little bit of cleanup now. What else can we do here? Let's do a little bit of cleanup on the scoring. Because we can actually get rid of a lot of the numbers we're throwing up there. Also get rid of a lot of this code we don't need anymore. I feel like when I'm deleting this much code, I'm going to regret it at some future point. The score. Because all we really need to show is the multiplier going up. Either that or the actual amount you're scoring for each destruction in the chain, which, I don't know which one people want to see more. Yeah, here it is. Well, let's think we can clean this up too. I think some of this stuff is unnecessary as well. The grav amounts, the radiuses, the points, yes. I think the gravity amounts to reference. I don't think we are actually using this. Not really. You're not using. Are we using this function? Check position. Oh, let's call it draw indicator. I feel like we should fix this. This feels like this should do something else. Okay. If it's in the chain, check. What the heck was this doing? I feel like this should only be called if like the position has changed. I feel like I was going to do something here, and I never came back to it. Was this an actual thing anywhere else? It was. Okay. Let's actually bring this back and see if we can actually make this work the way it's supposed to work. Because I don't want it calling this unless it's the position has actually changed. I just feel like I was meant to come back and fix this, and I never did. Gotta fix that. Because we're not using this. We're not using this. Oh, what? How did that break? I didn't make any changes to break that. Oh, this is backwards. Okay, that's why. Oh man, I thought I had messed something up. Well, I did mess something up, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Oh. Okay. Let's... Oh, ton of bricks. How you doing, man? How's it going tonight? You know, man, I swear that dog knows when you're coming. I think he was there earlier, but also it's a little late too. He's probably gone to bed. Yeah, sorry, man. But how's your night going? I'm doing all right. I've actually gotten a lot done tonight, man. I'm telling you, I've been like burning through things. Like I thought the rebuilding the scoring system was gonna take me a while. I'm done. Like right now, I'm just cleaning up stuff. Yeah, I'll even show you real quick once I get this done. This and this and this. Okay. I think that fixes my little problem. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Okay. So we'll do a bit of a chain here. Let me just see if I fix the issue I had. Okay, there we go. And they're not moving. Yeah, okay. That works. All right. Build out a bit of a chain so you can see how the scoring works. I might even get your opinion on a bit of a change I'm thinking about to it. Just the speed at which it goes. Was it fixed that this thing was super slow? Like that. Yeah. Now that's a bit speeded up. I wanted to slow it down a little bit. Or I was thinking about slowing it down. You tell me how that works, how that looks. Let me change the setting here. Once I get to it. Yeah, it's a quarter of a second. We'll put it about half a second. Okay, and those don't move, so I fixed one issue I had. So how does that feel slower? There's like a heat dome or something. I don't know about that. Like the animation for the destruction changes depending. It may just randomly be fire or a liquid or smoke. What do you mean? Oh, you talking about in general? Oh, okay, the actual weather. Yeah. I really haven't been exposed to it too much. So I've been just kind of inside. Like on the worst days, we just kept the windows. I mean, we keep the shades covered so we don't let it sunlight. Oh, you're in the Chicagoland area. I was saying that my dog has been sleeping in the vents. Sleeping by the vents. She's a black. Aw. How bad has it been there? I haven't been, I really don't know how the temperature is in Chicago. And I've been there once on like the coldest day they ever had. Like it was like below, it's like 20 below or something like that. She has a fur coat on. Yeah, and dogs can't like cool themselves off. They just pant. So yeah. From negative 20 to 100 degrees. Yeah, I've definitely been in Chicago when it was like the coldest it's ever been. My one visit to Chicago, and yeah, I've just felt like I was outside dying. When I was outside, I felt like I was dying. Then a giant rainstorm. Now it's the hottest it's been in a while. Yep. I feel like it's only gonna get worse for the summer, just in general for everybody. I like the slow. I'm gonna keep it on the slower version. Actually, no. I'll put it back on the fast one. I think it's being slower makes it feel a lot more satisfying seeing all the numbers come. Yeah, okay. I'll leave it like that then for right now. In fact, I was going to change, because one thing I was debating, would you rather see the multiplier come up or would you rather see the points come up when something's destroyed? No, I appreciate it, because I was going back and forth fighting myself about which one, look, the fast version or the slow version looked better. But right, it doesn't need to be readable. Multiplier, that's what I was thinking too, actually. Get rid of some of that color that's on the screen, and then I'll work on the fonts as well, try to make it look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So we don't need the point value. We don't need this. Okay. Yeah, the fonts in UI design, you either load or hate it working on it. Yeah, I know. I used to be a front end guy, but I didn't like it then when I was doing it for work. So I've never really I've never really had a great love for it. I like the creativity you can kind of achieve with it, but I'm not a stickler for like this font looks and why are you doing that? Okay. What is this? We'll worry about it later. Yeah, but I'm not a stickler for this font invokes this type of feeling, that people who really get into it. Or people who are paid to kind of get into it because it's a necessity. Like UI guys, they're the design, what you call it? Those type of skills for design and having an eye for what's aesthetically pleasing and what works in a UI and how things flow. That's definitely an incredible skill that I just don't have. I'm glad those guys exist, but I'm just not me. Once in a while, every once in a while, I'm up to make some nice looking UI, but most of the time I don't know. Yeah. And like I said, like I've told people, when we talk about design at like the day job, clients don't know what they like. In this case, it'll be players. They don't know what they like, but they know what they hate. Like, you have to have a person that's, well, I say guy, I should say person, that is specially skilled to be able to understand how people think and how people flow from one thing to another. Wait a minute, how did that? What? That wasn't a chain. There's something weird's going on. Okay, that's not a chain. I gotta fix that. I know exactly what the problem is too. If I can get my main menu screen to have a nice font, straightforward buttons, and render or something of the game background, I call it a day. I hear you, man. Right here. This needs not to be updated if there is no change. Which means so it's even just a blurred round fly around of a level of a map. 3D is a good place. It is. I mean, you can be cinematic with your AI. Just as long as it conveys what you're going for. Because you can have animations, but you don't want to have too many animations, stuff like that, where it's distracting. But yeah, as a placeholder, it works too. Don't want to increment this if I don't have any changes. How do I do that? I guess if this has more than one. I'll try it. Right, so that worked. Now let's see if we destroy a chain. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's mess around with some fonts here. I believe we are copying the objectives template. Where am I grabbing? I'm grabbing you from here. Let's just see real quick. Canvas clone, which I really just need to name. Oh, yes, so many fonts I can use. Oh, come on. I might end up having to go download some fonts. Off stream, of course. Yeah, I'll do some research offline and find like a good, find research and do some good, like, good font stuff. We'll look for some font. I may just end up finding a plugin that'll let me do some like cool font stuff and colors and stuff like that. Right now I'm just messing around. Doesn't really make a difference. Like maybe it doesn't make a difference in game. Maybe at the in play mode. If I change something, let's see. Am I still live? Oh, good grief. I had like a thing pop up saying like disconnect from server. And I think I stopped on YouTube. which I'm already gun shy because I like last I think it was it last stream? Like my internet just went down at the end of the stream. And I had like 5 people watching me, and like so I just emergency threw them over to Jitsupo. So now I'm scared at any moment my connection's just gonna drop. Can't see any difference in these font sizes, in these changes I'm making.
In a dream state. In a state where I was not myself.
Straight through and
My skin was not my own.
case.
My voice was, well, more or less the same as it is now. When you have a voice like this, it has the power to transcend dimensions. And I recall a vision from Mother Hydra. I was in the water, swimming, but I was not myself. I was something more, something sinister,
See any change?
different. It wasn't until I looked into the mirror that I behold a sight of horror and terror and of surprise. I was a deep one. If I were a deep one,
It's copying it.
I would swim
I'm gonna do some research offline about this.
looking for some fun. If I were a deep one, blah, 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 blah. All the pretty boys and girls would try to find me, but they would not like what they would
Okay.
see.
Anyway, all right. So we'll best that some other time.
Crack and crush and bite and stare. And with the screams all in the air, it
All
sounds
right. Anyway. Ray tracing to run? I've never heard that. Why would you need ray tracing to run? Unless it's something with the lighting. I could maybe see something like Unreal requiring you to like have some type of lighting that involves ray tracing because they have a certain the render engine might require it, but I can't see anybody else doing that. The story I heard from back in the day on Giant Bomb was somebody wrote into Giant Bomb back in the day, said they worked for a game company and they were using Unreal. And I don't know if it's true or not, just because somebody just wrote in and just could have been a complete BS. But they said that the only way you can control the character in the game is if they had a gun on them. Essentially, the gun was the control point for recognizing the player had control of the whatever. So you had to put the gun, you had to hide the gun in the car for the player to control the car, or the gun had to be on the player character even if they didn't actually have a gun in the game. Like that's what. Again, I don't know if that seems far-fetched, but you know. Anyway. But yes, that's what I'm thinking. If it's something that where it's required for like lighting or something.
It would be my most powerful wish.
Where did you hear that, by the way? I'm just gonna be cleaning out some code here. A few newer games require RTX or ray tracing to function since it just it's game. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I would prefer it not require that. I think that's kind of silly. But if you've done something in your lighting in your game where you require it, I guess, like probably certain filters probably require the ray tracing to look to give the visual appearance that they wanted for the game. But I mean, I feel like most places, most developers wouldn't do that in general, just for compatibility. You're keeping me in suspense, Tons. What's the and? Oh, and that game looks good too. Like both of those games look good, so I can definitely see it. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I wouldn't do that. It's just like one of the things that I did recently was update this game and the main game. I update their render engines based off where I see them being. Even with, I think they should be in mode without ray tracing. They should be for compatibility reasons, yes. But I made the choices of the render engines because I want like this game to possibly be on mobile. So I made the URP render engine, and the other game is HDRUP because I don't see that game running on. That game is going to be running on a computer. With the clients, with having separate clients that run on mobile or websites or whatever, and those will be using URP. But yeah, I was looking at compatibility when I was looking at my render engines, and I think you should always take it from that point when you're making those type of decisions. But I'm also like not a game designer. I'm just a guy making a game. I'm a game developer. I'm not. Well, I guess you could consider me a game designer as well, but I'm not like an official game designer who like looks at all the pieces that make the game as a cohesive thing, as a holistic thing. I have no specific training in game design itself. We're saving Dude, I know the struggle. Before this PC I have right now, I couldn't even run Unity on that computer. I know the struggle. I couldn't run OBS. I don't think I could run OBS on that thing. I mean, you just good old 1080. Okay. So I'm guessing you were trying to run either one of those games, and then just, of course, they wouldn't run on your PC. There's a function I want to get rid of. I remember. because I don't think we're using this for anything. Or we're using it, but we're only using it once, so it doesn't need to be a separate function. Test this. Yeah, I'm not so bent about that. Okay, they also are both like $70, which is kind of crazy for a game in my opinion. And now you don't even own the game. Okay, so I've got mixed opinions about that stuff. I'm not so bent out about prices because there are other things going on that are causing those prices that could be affecting those prices. And $70 kind of goes back to the pricing we had in like the 80s into the 90s. Now, that's not accounting for inflation. I understand that. That's 1-to-1, which is not truly correct. But I feel like 70 is about the breaking point where you're starting to be pricing out of modern day people's budgets. I think 37 bug fixes and changes in my oh man, dude. But yeah, that reminds me of something that happened today at work, but we're not gonna go into that. It's an RPG, man. Yeah, it sounds like a very sophisticated wait a minute. When's the last time you pushed though? That you got 37 bugs you haven't pushed? Like I don't think you fixed 37 bugs if you're pushing every day, right? But all right, going back to my original last one. Yeah, that's what I figured. Going back to the original point. I think pricing is kind of at where it's going to. I don't think they can push the pricing any further than $70. I think they'll be pushing out of people's budgets at that point. So I think it's going to stay where it is. Now for the licensing, people gave up that fight a long time ago. Most people don't want to physically own their games, and so they've allowed companies to give them licenses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can't go any further than 80. I feel like we want to price out of the market, so they're going to get away with 80. So I'm not bent out of shape about it. Plus, they're going to be specials, and Steam's going to have specials and stuff like that. I know it sucks at 80, but yeah, exactly. Indies exactly will come in and they will fill in the gap. That's what I'm feeling like, Robin. When the indies will come in and they will fill in that gap and benefit from the AAAs going to 80. But also with the licensing, people gave up that fight a long time ago. Yeah, but the $15, the lower price games are usually better anyway, in my opinion, because people will actually put a lot of effort into those, and not try to sell a name. Oh, hey, how you doing over there, Mr. Limits? Human Limits. Sorry, Human Limits. I'm sorry if I missed you. I only missed you by 2 minutes though. What is it? People generally think to, and they've been there wrong. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing well over there, Human Limits, over there on YouTube. How you doing? Otherwise, I know you're working on your game. How's this? Any updates? Oh, I'm good. I've been pretty much killing it tonight, so I've really got nothing much to work on. I hear you on that. The 20 plus 20 hours for $15 is extremely fair. Well, is the content good? That's the thing. But I'm not talking about your game. I'm talking about like people doing comparisons of price versus content. Like, it's not the amount of content, it's the amount of quote unquote fun you get out of it, what you get out of it, essentially, the experience you get out of it. Human Limits on YouTube says I fixed the 2 main bugs at 2 levels. Okay, cool. I certainly hope so. I've seen what you've been working on, man, so I believe it. So I believe it is. But the license thing. Yeah, people don't want to own games anymore, and they think it's to their detriment. Nobody wants to have a bunch of games around their house. They'd rather just go ahead and download it digitally and have accepted the fact that it's a license, and don't realize that license can be taken away from you, because they have no, in those licenses they have no, they are not obligated to get that. They're not obligated to keep that for you. I mean, they're not obligated to give you access forever to that. It's only as their system allows you to access it. Human Limit says I added a finished level screen too to make the transition between levels cleaner. Okay, cool. Oh, put that up on the Discord, man, so we can see it. But yeah, I like physical games. Oh, okay. I will say this: I like physical games that I'm going to go back and replay. Otherwise, they can be digital. If I'm only going to play it once, I don't really care if it's a license and it's digital and it's going to go away one day. Typically, you can download games on Steam, put them on your external, and run them with Steam offline. They be keeping the game. They're keeping the game. Well, if you lose the license, then the game will be inaccessible, right? I believe that's the case. You can download the game and have it offline if you don't have online, but not if Steam is offline. Human Limit says Nintendo has stated they are keeping the videos of you using the camera thing for safety. That just sounds like privacy breaching. It is to me. If that's the case, then it is. I don't want no cameras running. I don't want no cameras recording me without my permission. If I ever release the games I am working on, I will make sure you own it. Trust. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Robin. Like, you still don't own the game. You just having it offline doesn't mean you own it and that you have it permanently. Unless you have a disc that you can put on, a medium that you can put it on, that you can take somewhere and stick anywhere and run it. Still a long way from release. Yeah, we're all in that boat except for Robin. Robin's about to release his. Human Limit says I am paying like $60 to be recorded just so I can have a mid-quality stream to talk to my friends. That's what Discord is for. Yes. Nintendo's really behind on that online stuff, man. They're great in almost every other fashion, except for licensing issues, but suing people. But they're mostly good everywhere else except for online. They're way behind everybody. I mean, they don't mind doing it that way. But there's an issue with doing Steam plus other. I'm losing it because it's scrolling too fast. And coding is I have to rip it out for its release. Thank you for letting me know that, because I need to actually remember that. So if I put my online game on itch, can it not use Steam? Because that's what I'm working on. Now they have a $100 game now, not the $100 Mario Kart. Yeah, do some. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem ripping out, but I'm saying, like, can you have an online game, a Steam online game on itch? Now, Tons, you're saying $100 for Mario Kart. Is there a lower value version? I can't just see it's $100 out the gate though. Human Limit says, oh yeah, I got flagged mistakenly by Discord and I don't have a phone number, so I'm waiting for my sister to come back right now. Okay. Sort of. If I omit 3 lines of code, yes you can. Well, no, I'm saying like, so I'm want to put my main game is multiplayer, and I'm going to do the Steam integration stuff. Like I'm going to run it off Steam network. But can it be on itch? Like, can I actually have the game on itch? Before the first Switch, it was not 100. Before with the first Switch, it was not 100. I'm trying to say, you're saying there's a $100 Mario Kart game, and I'm wondering, is that the only version of that game? Like, is there a lesser costing version? Yes, the Switch one. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Mario Kart 8? You're talking about the new Mario Kart, the updated version of Mario Kart 8 is 100, right? Because I'm missing the point. MK World is about 80 right now, but if you get the package, the package is 50. Yeah, it's kind of what we're talking about. Like new games now are about being priced around 80, and I'm saying like it's that's kind of where it's going to just sit, and they can't push any further than that. Steam does not want you to have Steam integration outside of Steam. It's highly encouraged to include a little bits of code that checks if your application is running on Steam or not. It crashes it and tries to reopen it through Steam. If it fails to do so, it simply won't launch. Oh. All right, Tons, you take it easy. Have a good night. I'm really gonna have to think about the Steam itch thing, then. Appreciate that, Tons. So right now, if I compile my game as is, I can launch the XE. Right, Robin, but you're removing the Twitch integration code from it. If I'm right. My problem is I wouldn't be able to do that unless I went back to my old net code. Right, you know what I'm saying? Because you're removing, you're having it excluded out of the itch because you're using Steam. Yes, exactly. And if you're right, then I can't have that on itch, which is something. Yeah. I mean, I was all going to eventually come out in the wash anyway when I started investigating it. Dang it, I wish my net code was working better. I really liked my solution. It sucks so bad. But something had to give. I couldn't do it all. Human Limit says, once I finish my game, I am putting it on itch for free, but with the option to donate, hopefully. Yeah, I know a lot of guys that do that. A lot of guys in our community do that. So yeah, SteamNet uses Steam User for the networking. As far as I know, it won't work outside of Steam unless you have a third-party server bridge it. But if it's localhost, not so much. Unless you have a third-party server to bridge it. So essentially, create your own user. I wonder how that would work, though. Would you still need to have your own? Even then, it may not work. Yeah, because I think you would still just need your own netcode then. And see if I integrate with, like, say their matchmaking stuff, like that won't work anyway. I literally just have to have my own networking netcode. Okay, so that's good to know at least. Man, that kind of sucks. But I mean, it's still Steam, so I could literally just put up a itch page going right to the Steam page. That'll probably piss a lot of people off, though. This game right here is definitely going to be on itch, yeah, and Steam. And the worst it's going to have is, the thing you want is to do a platform SDK for networking. Well, I mean, well, a platform SDK, what do you mean? Like one for Steam and one for Epic? Oh, yeah, no. Unless, like, I get, like, a deal from Epic or something. No, we're not going to do anything crazy like that. Like, Epic got to pay me for that. I gotta do some error coding there. I might as well test it since I've done a bunch of changes just to make sure nothing crazy's happening. You ain't gonna get a Epic Mega Grant without you. Yeah. Although they will give it to someone to try to agree to switch engines. Yeah. A Human Limit says the most I would ever sell it for was $1. Probably not even that much. Okay, game should be put behind a paywall. If it's good, then okay, but when you put something that's okay, that's only okay, you should agree. Well, I mean, it's just a matter of opinion. I mean, it just depends on what you think your time and effort are worth. I mean, some people just want to put their game out and they just want people to try it. They're not really concerned with money. Some people want a little bit of compensation. Well, I mean, but like, okay is in the eye of the beholder. Like, you may think your game is the greatest thing since sliced bread, but like, you know, other people might just think it's okay. And then it just depends on what you feel it's worth for people, for the effort you put into it. You know. So I think that's good. Now I'm just doing some cleanup, guys. Like, I literally got through everything I wanted to get done tonight. Yeah, get rid of this. I ran out of space to type. Okay. Okay, let me define okay in this situation. Kind of half baked, or something that didn't have much effort put into it, like those mobile games. So, I mean, again, it can be subjective. So, some people just put something out and try to charge for it and don't really put effort into it. And those are different from people that, like, they put effort into it, but it may be half baked. It's not a fully realized concept. And it just becomes what you think that's worth. Because there definitely are scammers out there who will just not put any effort into something and they'll put out games. Like, I've definitely seen, like, what I felt like people using, like, meshy AI meshes, and just throwing a game together, and they sell it on Steam. Those to me feel like scams, but it could be the best effort that person that could be the best effort that person was able to accomplish. So it just depends. I get your point, but like it's kind of subjective how you look at it. I think I'll clean this whole thing. Somewhat. Wonder, should I try to do that Starfield again? Oh, never mind. I don't know if that's going to work on this render engine. I really had to go back and look at it. And we're going to save that stuff for another stream. This stuff is gone. Yeah, because I had a whole particle system for the background and everything. I tried to have like stars twinkling in the background. This is when I tried to multi-thread. Stuff is gone. All right. I think that's probably gonna be it for tonight. There's really nothing else going on. But I really appreciate all the people that fell through. Let's jump over here. Yeah, I appreciate that Robin for stopping through, and Ton of Brick, and Mr. Human Limits over on YouTube. I always appreciate the conversations when you guys come through. I will probably be back on Wednesday, probably to work some more on Gravitas. But until then, you guys stay safe out there, and I will see you guys next time. See you later, Mr. Human Limits. Where's my button for the end? Where's my button? Oh, and thanks to the lurkers as well that stopped by. Yeah, have a good night.